Welcome back to the Title Deed Desk. In episode 9, we built the document bundle. Today is episode 10, the final episode. And this one is about failure, so that yours succeeds. Why title deed changes get rejected. The reminder, one last time. This is general educational content, not legal advice. Your situation has its own variables. So check your own ground. Here is the framing. A rejected title deed change is rarely a deep problem, but it is almost always a shallow one. A document missing, a detail not matching, a step taken out of order. The frustrating part is that shallow problems still cost you a returned application, a second trip, and lost time. So this episode is a checklist in disguise. The most common reasons changes come back, and how to close each one before you file. 1. Documents that do not match each other. This is the number one cause. The name on the deed does not match the passport. The passport number does not match another record. The spelling on one document differs from the spelling on another. The system is built to catch mismatches, because mismatches are how fraud and error both show up. So before your file, lay your documents side by side. Make every name, number, and spelling agree. If they do not agree because something genuinely changed, maybe in a correction or a name change update first. Fix the mismatch, then make the change you came for. 2. An incomplete bundle. The second cause is simply missing pieces. No proof of loss on a lost deed replacement. No relationship proof on a family gift. No bank clearance where a mortgage sits on the deed. No valid authority where someone is acting on the owner's behalf. Go back to episode 9 and build the bundle for your exact situation. The core, plus the add-ons for your case. A bundle that is complete on the first attempt is the single biggest predictor of a clean filing. 3. Foreign documents that were never legalized. The third cause catches people from outside the UAE again and again. They bring a foreign marriage certificate, name change order, or company document. It is genuine, but it was never legalized for use in the UAE. Remember E-rule from episode 5, since the UAE is not part of the apostille convention. A home country apostille is not enough on its own. Full consular legalization is generally required. Because legalization takes time, this is the failure that hurts most. It does not just bounce your application. It adds weeks while you go back and legalize. So if any document is foreign, sort the legalization before anything else. 4. The wrong process for the situation. The fourth cause is subtler. You filed a deed change for something that was never a deed change. You treated a transfer as a relabeling. You treated a dispute as a correction. You tried to add an owner without recognizing a share was moving. This whole series has been, in part, about avoiding this. Know which situation you're in. A correction is not an update. An update is not a transfer. A transfer is not a dispute. When the process matches the situation, it flows. When it does not, it bounces, no matter how complete your documents are. 5. Unsettled conditions underneath. The fifth cause sits below the paperwork. Something is not yet true, that has to be true. Fees not paid. A mortgage not actually cleared with the bank, only assumed cleared. A developer's side condition outstanding on a handover. Payments not settled to the level required. The application can be perfect on paper and still fail because the underground underneath is not ready. So before filing, ask the quiet question. Is everything this change depends on actually done? Not started, not promise, done. The series in one idea. If you take one thing from these 10 episodes, take this. The register is the truth. The deed follows the register. Every change is just bringing the record into line with reality, formally and verifiably. When you respect that, the process is administrative and calm. When you fight it, it becomes a series of returned applications. Most of these changes do not need a lawyer. Many do not need a broker. They need the right understanding, the right documents, and the right process in the right order. You now have the understanding. If you would rather hand the filing itself to a desk that does these, every day, checks the bundle before it goes in, and works at a fixed, stated fee, that is what TitleDeed.ae is for. Either way, you will know exactly what is happening to your most important property document, and why. That is where we end. Thank you for listening across all 10. This was the Title Deed Desk.